Hello, once again. My name is Paul, and I am here today because I've got something beautiful that I want to share with us. Something that I've actually imparted me myself, and so I believe that this is going to be a blessing to somebody today. And I have titled it, "Whose life are you living? Who are you living for?" A lot of people have been living for somebody else. A lot of people have been living other people's life all their life, and unfortunately, they do not know. They are not aware of it. They don't know that they've been living for other people when they actually should have been living for themselves. All right. And, if you don't pause, if you don't take time to actually look at it, you may not know that you have actually been living for somebody else. But what I got here today is going to help you. It's going to enable you to know whether you have actually been living for yourself or you've been living for other people. So I have some points here. It will help an average person. It will help an average viewer, a listener, to actually be able to personally sit down and assess his own life, whether he or she has been living for somebody else, or he has been living his own life. All right. When we were childhood, when we were in our childhood age, our parents made us do all that we did. They decide what clothes we wear. They decide what food we eat. They decide our friends. They decide what is good for us. They decide what we do and what we don't do. This is purely beautiful. This is the responsibility of parents. This is their duty to us. All right. But as time goes on, there comes a time where everybody needs to become independent, and begin to live for themselves and begin to choose what they want to do by themselves. But I find out that a lot of people actually have been living other people's life. Some people have still been living their life based on what their parents want them to do. Some people are still been living their life, whereby their parents are still the one that is still choosing for them, even though they become adults. Some of them have even become 40, 50 years old. You see that the way that their parents live their own life, this same pattern is what they are also, this is how they are also been living their life, and they've not seen anything wrong with it. But in the end, as I round up this video, by the time I'm handing on this video, you will be able to understand my point. You will be able to understand that actually we have all been suffering because we've been living other people's life. So I'm going to start with itemizing one by one why I think some people have been living other people's life. Number one, when you talk about college, university, a lot of people actually went to university, they went to institution, and they didn't choose what they study. A lot of people, I have seen a lot of people. I went to the institution, to the higher institution actually. The first one I went, I didn't choose what I studied. I didn't choose what I studied. It was one of my cousins that I was with at that time who I like very well. I trust his intelligence. I just look at the brochure and say, what am I going to study? I don't know what to study. And he said, oh, this one is good, choose it. So I chose what he asked me to choose. So it was his decision, not my decision. So a lot of people also have actually starting from, I'm not going to talk about primary school, secondary school, because those ones are standardized lifestyle. Our parents decide 90 to 100% of what we do and those period, and I don't have any issue with that, and it's perfectly fine. So that's why I'm starting from the university life. So what you study in the university, who decided it? Is it your parents? Is it your society? Is it people around you? Is it friends? So if any of that has happened, that it wasn't actually your decision, you live somebody's life. I'm telling you. Some people may not like it, and that's why I don't care if you don't like it. So you can just say you don't like it. It's your choice. All right. So now the next stage that I'm going to is the career level. If your parents or somebody else choose your career for you, there's tendency that also somebody else will choose the job that you are doing for you. all right? Or you allow the society or situation of things. A lot of people actually, I've seen people who studied who studied accounting, and as for many years has never worked as an accountant. I've seen people who studied as a teacher, who trained as a teacher. Like me, I trained as a teacher, and for so many years, I've not actually worked in the classroom. You understand? So what went wrong? What is? I mean, do you think it is normal? For me, in my own mind, I believe this is not normal. All right. Even though I know a lot of us, some of you may actually think this is normal, but for me, I tell you, it is not normal. It is not. So some people actually let the society choose their job for them. You know, they because they are poor, all right. So they relegate themselves to whatever it is that was available. No problem, no big deal with this. See, I'm saying that I've said it over and over again, that if you have to sell shoe at some point to survive, it is okay, sell shoe. If you have to sell shirt to survive at some point, sell shirt. I have done it before, but that does not mean that you must have to stay in that position for too long. If you are staying in that position for too long, you see, people begin to relate with you based on what you are doing. And you know, and people, if you are a teacher, you know, after some while, people begin to call you teacher. If you preach the gospel, for instance, as a Christian, if you preach the gospel, you know, the people see your life and all of that, and soon they begin to call you pastor. Not necessarily because you have a church, all right? So where you are now, is it where you want to be? What determines why you are there? What determines your stay where you are currently? That's my point. That's my point about your career. All right. So and some people actually, some parents, I mean, their parents got them the job. So it wasn't actually them. I mean, they themselves that went out to get the job for themselves. So it wasn't just because there's a job, you know, the job vacancy, and they went and compete, you know, and then want the position. No, their parents actually got them the job. All right, so they are living in that job. Each time they go to work, they are conscious of the fact that, oh, I must not, I must not fumble in this place of work because my parents' name are at stake, because my parents got me this job. All right, not that they went and get this job and contest and compete with others and win the position by themselves. All right, and the next stage, which some people may not like, actually, is the level of marriage. You know, a lot of people actually went into marriage and their parents chose their partner for them. No big deal, no problem, you know, because I understand the fact that some people's culture demands that. All right, it is no big deal. But you know, in a situation whereby you are feeling like, okay, this person that I have married is not my kind of person, you know, is not the kind of person that I would have loved to marry. He doesn't think like me, he doesn't behave like me, he doesn't see things like me. You know, there's always a connection back to your parents, back to the fact that, oh, my parents married this person for me, or my parents made me marry this person. So I am saying that at some point in our life, we need to begin to choose for ourselves. We need to begin to live our own life. I want to say that at least 60% of people whose parents married for them are living their parents' life, because your parents actually were the ones who took their eyes to the market of marriage and say, okay, this is the one that we believe is befitting. They chose based on their own characteristics, based on their own criteria, not your own criteria. And I'm sorry for somebody that may not like this because your parents chose your spouse for you. No big deal, but I am saying that there come a time where you need to begin to live your own life, where you need to begin to decide for yourself, what do I want? What do I want to do with my life? Am I the one that chose these things that I'm doing for myself? Or does somebody choose it for me? Did I choose it? What was my reason for choosing it? That's where I am challenging. I'm actually challenging you to go out there this year, 2018, and make informed decisions. Choose for yourself what you want to do. Think, sit down alone with yourself and decide, this year, I am going to do things differently. I am going to go out there, I'm going to go to the market, deciding, before I go to the market, I must have decided what I wanted to buy. So as you go into year 2018, decide now, what do I want to do? What do I want to spend my life doing in 2018? Make sure it is your decision, that you are the one that is in, you are the chairman, you are the CEO of your life. All right. So especially this is for adults. This is not for children, okay? Because children, our parents, we don't have choice. Our parents have to make choice for us. But when you become an adult, you need to begin to live your own life. And I'm going to show you the reasons why I'm saying these things so passionately. And now, the last one that I have, no, not the last one, the fourth one here is a friendship. Some people have actually chosen their friends, not choosing, I mean, they didn't choose their friends for themselves. Their friends rather chose them. Did you understand that? That you did not choose your friends, but your friends choose you. Some people choose their friends in the university because that friend happened to be their roommate. I mean, the fact that he's your roommate, good, but does it have to be that the school is the one that determines who your friend is? Some people chose their friends because, they go to the same place to eat. Some people chose their friends because they do the same job. All right, not necessarily because there is a passion, not necessarily because they think the same way, not necessarily because there is a connection, a true connection that that is beyond just the peripheral. These are some of the reasons why people chose their friends. They chose their friends just because we work together in the same place. I mean, in the place where they work temporarily, and so they chose their friends because of that, or they chose their friends, or their friends chose them rather. They did not choose their friends, all right? And so that's why you see it is their friends that actually turning them. I mean, deciding what they do. That's actually dictating to them because they don't choose the friend. They don't deliberately choose the friends. As far as I'm concerned, right now, I'm telling you, I choose my friends. I decide who my friend is. You may think I am your friend, but it is me who knows who my friend is. All right, I choose my friend. I hire and fire. All right, if I find out that this guy has been doing what I don't expect a friend or my friend to do, I cut the connection. I cut the friendship. I separate myself from such friends, from such people. All right, so I choose my friends. My friends don't choose me. All right, and I'm saying this year, choose your friends. Make a choice that this guy is no longer going to be my friend. And stand by it. If there's something, I mean, if he is not going the same direction that you are going in life, there is no the darkness and light cannot have a connection. You don't drink, your friend drink. All right, you don't womanize, your friend womanize. Or you don't want to do it, but because they are your friends and they do it, that's why you do it. You are living somebody else's life. All right, you are living somebody else's life, and I believe this is not right. It's not good for you. It's not good for the society. It's not good for our country. It's not good for the world. It's not good for the people around you. It's not good for your future. You need to take charge of your life, and that's what I'm saying. And now the last one here is a lifestyle. A lot of people, actually, a lot of youth especially, they are living their life based on what is in vogue. They live their life based on what is trending. All right, their style is based on what is trending. Their outlook, is based on what is trending. Not just because this is where I want to dress. This is the way I want to live my life. People, they go to club because their friends go to club. Because people go to club now, so they go to club. They listen to those kind of music because that's what is in vogue. Because that's what people play. Not that they deliberately choose. Not that they deliberately choose what they want to listen to. All right, it's just like if you type something in Google right now, you see Google will bring millions of related topics to you. It is your responsibility to now deliberately choose. Sometimes even it is the ones that people are paid for that Google will place first. But it's your responsibility to choose and say, no, this is not the one I want. You go down and scroll down and get to the one that you actually need. That is the way our life ought to be. Let people not just say because they suggest this thing to you and you jump at it. No, let your life be precise. Choose, make your decision. Say no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go that line. I'm not going to go that way. All right. This is how people that are actually living for themselves. This is how they make their choices. This is how they make their decisions. And thank you. I'm going to be rounding up here now. I'm going to tell you the things that we suffer, the things that our world suffer when we decide to allow people to decide how we live our life for us. When we decide to live our life in the hands of other people, when we let our parents decide what we do, even up to the level where we become an adult, when we let the society dictate for us, this is what happens to us. You know, I wrote here that a lot of us now become a people that is doing the same thing. You know, there are some countries, you know, in Asia, whereby they have produced millions of engineers. Do you know why? It is not because they so need, there is so much demand for engineers. It is because in their community, in their society, people believe that, okay, these are the kind of jobs that are in vogue, these are the kind of jobs that are respectable, and so people, they keep enrolling for engineering, engineering courses, and keep enrolling for engineering courses. And at the end of the day, these countries, this society, these communities are producing millions of engineers without job. All right, so this is a disadvantage to the people, to the youth. This is a disadvantage to the community. It's a disadvantage to the country. All right. If you don't see it like that, that is the way I see it. All right. Now, I also look at some of the challenges and some of these disadvantages that come with this kind of a lifestyle. You know, I said we bring up people who think they are ugly. You know, because it is not their choice. They don't see themselves. They are looking themselves. They are looking at themselves with the eyes of other people. All right. They think they are not fine enough. Right. So they do all manners of things to make themselves look good in the eyes of other people. You know, some people actually think they are stupid because their parents call them stupid all their life. The society call them stupid. The people around them think they are stupid. So they assume that they are stupid and they begin to live a stupid life, you know, because people have already called them stupid. They have been living what people say they are. They've allowed the people, you know, to decide their life for them. All right, this society produce a people that their life is based on average. They don't see themselves as people who can ever become best or who can ever be on top, you know. So they relegated themselves to the people who can live, because nobody has ever do this kind of thing in my family. So why should I want to do it? You know, I am not from a millionaire's background or from a millionaire's family. Why should I think like a millionaire? Why should I, you know, when I think like I want to be a millionaire, some people will think, oh, this guy is crazy, because nobody has ever been a millionaire in your family. All right, so you see people that are conditioned to think of themselves as average persons, so they settle for the average. When they score 50 out of 100, they are celebrating because this is average. You know, this is the life of average that they have relegated themselves to. You know, when they get a job that pays them averagely, you know, they are rejoicing. When they get the job of a civil servant, they celebrate. If I have been in my country, you know, where people celebrate when you get the job of a civil servant. You know, the people will celebrate. In fact, people are youth when they are graduating for the university, when they are praying for jobs, they are praying to get the job of a civil servant. A civil servant, I'm telling you, I left the job of a civil servant, telling myself that this is not how I want to live my life. I've been there for almost 5 years. I said, no, with this that I have seen, it is not how I want to live my life. So I left. All right, but people are actually clamoring to want to get the job of a civil servant. This is an average life, and it is as a result of wanting to live the life that that they have seen people living all their life. So they think that is what is normal. They think that is what is good. You know, they don't know that there is a better life out elsewhere, because they did not use their brain. You know, don't forget the tag is hashtag activate your brain. In 2018. Activate your brain. I have been telling myself on daily basis, activate your brain, because it is hashtag activate your brain. Now, another kind of people that we produce in a society where people are just living based on what people say, living based on what the society do, people are doing what other people are doing, people are letting other people choose for them. You know, another thing that happens, which is a disadvantage as far as I'm concerned, is that people have low self-esteem. They have low self-esteem. They have low self-confidence. No, in fact, some of them they are not even confident about themselves at all. They cannot, when they go into some places, they are shivering because they cannot talk, because they never expect themselves to be there. All right. And this is because they are considering their situation. They are considering the people they've lived with all their life. They are not making choices for themselves. All right, it leads to a life where people don't take risk. All right, they don't want to take risks. It's, oh no, no, I cannot do that. What if they said no to me? What if they did not give me? What if I fail? What if you fail? Yes, fail. Failure is good. All right, so they don't do new things. And I wrote something here that I love. That I said, a society that seems to be diversified, full of people without diversity. These are the kind of society that we produce when we are allowing people to choose for us, when we are allowing people when we are living our life based on what people say or what people think it is normal. We produce a society that is full of diversity with a people. The society that is full of diversity, but full of people that is not diversified. And you know, one other disadvantage is that we have problems, we have situations without solution, because people have been living their life this way, and the societal problem is diversified, is numerous. All right, and we need to begin to think in the solution way that, okay, what can I do? All right, the fact that if somebody has been doing this, I don't have to do that again. I have to begin to do something, okay, that is based on me, on my choice. All right. So I hope somebody has been blessed today. It mixed together, but I expect that the wise among those who will see this will be able to feature out, to select and separate that which is good for them. It may not be for everybody, all right? So please select that which is good for you in this talk today. I will try to make this my podcast, online podcast. I will make it once in a week. So it's probably going to be Sundays, depending on the situation, depending on my schedules. So thank you if you have watched this. I've seen some of my loved ones online there. I see my wife there. God bless you so much. I see Matthew. I see Daniel. I see Ade Folaju. Thank you. Wale, that's you from Abu Dhabi. Thank you. And I see Ayodele Aziz. Thank you. God bless you. And I'm still inviting you to join my club, ABPL Life Share Millionaires Club. We are still recruiting people. Right now, I think we have gotten about 11 to 13 people. So after 20, it's not going to be free anymore to join. So we are going to be doing a lot of studying, a lot of teaching together, a lot of learning together. So if you want to join, I'm going to add the link here so that you can fill the form and then join us. Thank you so much. I love you guys.